Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Bring this shit up, will you?
Good evening, everybody. How are we all?
Sorry about my voice. There you go, Tony.
Apologise for Mr. Doyle.
Easy, AJ.
Picked a
he
great
must be
time to
like,
unmute him, didn't I?
he's probably like Barnaby Jones or Barnaby Joyce, whatever, blaming his dog. Oh, well done. Hello, Luke. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Mark.
AJ,
AJ, really? Yeah, really?
I'm thrown here right now. I am completely just.
Oh, God, Mark. Well done. Good start.
Oh, here we are, round 6, again back to the bend, but this time the GT circuit, the full layout.
Somewhere here. I had one job to get a track map.
Is this the AU one again? Is it AI, whatever you call it?
It is indeed the AI one, but yeah. While we're having a quick look at that, I've got a heap of new overlays that we're going to play around with during the broadcast tonight. So I noticed that the track map on that is pretty cool, and I don't know enough about it yet, but I think you can actually make it full screen and and use it that way as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at that later on. But yeah, no, this is the AI version. I didn't think it was that far off this week actually. Looks about right, doesn't it?
Luke?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Close. Step of the dart.
Looks like a lot of turns, isn't it? It's a lot of turns there. Well, before the song gets played, I suppose, coming into this week, Paul Preston is the one that's hit the front in the practice times of a 3:08.182, closely followed by Nathan Katz, only by 0.1 array. We have Phil Whiting lighting up the pace with a 3:08.7, and then we have Shane Bowen in 3:08.8. Will Munro continuing a good season in with a 3:08.9, and then we have Matthew Barnes in also a 3:08.9, and Alan Mazzaroli in a 3:08.9, and then we even got Wayne Shepherd in the 3:09. That's when it starts the nines. But yeah, so the couple of guys there, really, Paul Preston setting some great pace.
Yep, certainly is. Yeah, what do we got now? 4
music.
rounds. Yeah, definitely got music. Quite enjoyed this one actually this week. So good on you, AI.
Yeah, so basically from turn 9 onwards was the new track. So instead of turning right, you turn left.
Yep.
So who's the singer tonight, Andrew? Is it Intelberg Humperdinck, whatever his name is?
I didn't actually catch their name, but we were just going to do it. Right.
The Nana Muskeria for everyone out there.
Oh, God, no. Shoot me now. Righto.
Yeah.
Veterans Racing League, season 28 split 3. Top 10 after round 5 at Phillip Island by the sea. Shane Bowen in the mirror, Craig Healy on the line. Brad Hayes, Steve Vella, Wayne Shepherd right on time.
Mark Peck, Tommy DeWitt, Will Munro holding pace. Phil Whiting, Marty Hughes, all hungry for the chase.
Now we roll to the bed, the GT layout calls. So many turns ahead, you can feel the pressure crawl. Who adapts the quickest when the long lap bites? Who keeps it tidy through the lefts and rights? Back to the bend. Back to the bend. when the long lap bites. Who keeps it tidy through the lefts and the rights? Back to the band. Back to the band. Long lap, back to the band.
V8 veterans, V8 veterans. Top 10,
Back to the band.
hear that fiddle cut through like a blade in the wind.
Keep it straight, keep it steady, let the next lap begin.
Round 6, the band and the pressure's alive.
We'll read that track and survive, survive. Back to the band. Back to the band. Long lap, back to the band. Wayne and Craig, Brad and Steve, Wayne, Mark, Tommy, Will, Phil, Marty. V8 veterans,
V8 veterans.
top 10, back to the band.
Back to the bend.
Here we go. So, yeah, there's your top, well, the whole lot.
Well, we got Shane Bowden on in first. We got Craig Healy. He's jumped up one spot into second. We have Brad Hayes, who's dropped down one spot into third. Steve Vella, he's up one spot into fourth. Wayne Shepherd's dropped down one spot. Mark Peck's the same as last week into sixth. Tommy DeWitt is in seventh, same as last week. Will Munro, the biggest mover, but only up two spots into eighth. Phil Whiting into ninth, and Marty Hughes is taken top in the top 10. So it's very interesting. There's like 100 points separating first and going down to seventh. And knowing that the last race of the season is not a drop round and lots of points on table. So it's still anyone's game, but obviously Shane has got one hand on the cup at the moment. And like last week, he was telling us that he's already preparing the mantelpiece, getting ready for the trophy, and he's got his acceptance speech already halfway done.
I hope you help him.
Only joking.
Speech.
And AI's his best friend because it doesn't have to change the picture on the thumbnail each week.
That's it, yes. And before we get started, just a little condolences to Joe Mahoney about losing his father. And as everyone said in the chat, and Andrew and all that, heart goes out to you, and it's not a great feeling. And hope you can just live off some great memories that you would have obviously had. And so our condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also.
So coming into this track, I have no idea, but the talk was, geez, it's a hell of a long track. It's a 3-minute track. So anyone's game, I suppose.
Yeah, I must admit, when I first saw how long it was, as in written down, and I think it's 7 point something kilometres, I just thought, it's not just a bit longer than Bathurst, but I guess we're also used to racing Bathurst, but this is a long lap. It felt, I compared it more to learning or trying to learn Nords. It was just, yeah, you had to treat it like it was a journey, not a bloody lap.
And very brutal on tyres, especially the left-hand side.
Actually,
So
I
how
just
many-
said that to to the missus. Sounds like a naughty joke coming, but it's not. I just said to the missus before, I haven't driven recently on a track with tyres that were that stuffed. I don't even know where to go and look for the figures, but I just had yeah, like I don't know, after 8 laps or something like that, I was just dragging. I'd turn into the corner and it'd just go straight ahead like a bloody plough. It was horrible.
So you told the missus it's hard on the rubber.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, that's where you were going with it. But yeah, it's a long lap. Luke was telling us at the start that he loved it, and he was so happy that he was faster than everyone else in his team. He said, especially Damon, who he called slow coach.
Yes.
The shit stirring strong in this one.
Yeah, it is. It sure is.
But it's going to make it
Right.
interesting. Only one set of tyres, 10-minute quali. So you most likely only get one lap to set a time. So
How many laps was the race?
26 laps. 2 pit stops,
Wow.
but only one set of tyres.
Geez, you wouldn't want
35
to.
corners, that's a lot.
So did in split one? Did you have a safety car?
No safety car.
So I wonder how they would do a safety car on this. Would they do it like the big track where they would just slow it down and just have like a virtual car, safety car?
Not sure.
You could do it that way. Either way, you could do it because by the time you got one lap done, if the field wasn't cleansed, then you were obviously driving too slowly.
Oh, well, like I said, I think this is the first time you haven't done the grid yet. First time this racetrack has been raced. I haven't checked anyone's comments yet to see if they liked it or not. All I got is Luke saying that he liked it. All right, let's go through the grid.
Nah, let's start again. I thought there'd be a bit of polishing needed. What I was going to do was, bring up the grid.
Just everyone out there in YouTube land, Andrew's been tinkering with certain things for the graphics and the overlays and all that. And we did say to him to bring it in for next season, but he decided he wanted to bring it in early. So if there's a few things rusty, I apologise early.
All right.
I just thought you'd
round
all
6.
enjoy being guinea pigs. So, you know how we normally sit here and read it out? Now we have to read it out at speed because I've only worked out how to turn it on, not set how quickly it scrolls. So, I suggest we just call it in rows, basically. Row 1, row 2, etc. But, yes, there we go.
What?
All right, row 1. Go for it, Luke.
Shane Bowen, Armit Newton, Paul Preston, and Nathan Cadman. Phil Whiting and Tommy DeWitt, P5, P6. Matthew Barnes and Tony Roffey in P7, P8. Will Munro and Bruce Galloway, P9, P10. Mark Peck, Daniel Clutterbuck, P11, P12. Peter Verme, Rob Baxter, P13, P14. Alan Mazzaroli and Wayne Shepherd, P15 and P16. Peter Wilkinson and Shane Patterson, P17 and P18. And Dom Grundy and Craig Healy, P19 and P20.
P21, Matthew Barnes, and P22 is Fletcher Christensen. And P23 is Steve Vella, and P24 is Jeff Sanford. P25 is Dave Holly, and P26 is Todd Martin. P27 is Warren Williams, and P28 is Ed Fox, which is race control, and Glenn Collison in 29th, with Robert Coe in P30. P31 is Brad Hayes, and race control is P32, and I think Brad had a penalty. Marty Hughes in P33, and Lucas Burt is our race driver, and Joseph Crenshaw, P35. Shortfield.
That looks really good, Andrew. Well done.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. And I see Hamish out there in the chat saying put it on manual. I did see there was a manual thing there, but I've only just realised that there's a previous and a next thing right underneath it. So next time I'll just be able to scroll through that like I used to. Yeah, as you said, at my own pace. So that'll work. But the only thing it's meant to come up or it's meant to be able to come up and show like a group thing like we've got in front of us at the moment on the old one, for when we want to talk about it afterwards, sort of thing. So that's why I left the old one up there as well, in case we wanted to talk about the top 10 that are on the grid.
Yeah, it was Shane Bowen with a 3-minute 8.358. Very good time.
Yeah, well, the two guys, Paul Preston and Nathan Cads, that were the fastest in practice. Great qualifying, but they weren't up the front. Ahmed Newton in second and Shane in first. Some good times. Phil Whiting there. He's getting faster and faster each week and improving. And then you got Tommy DeWitt, Matthew Barnes, another one that's really excelled there. Matthew Barnes, he's not really ever been that high that often. Tony Roffey, great qual. Will Munro, once again, he's probably been the most consistent driver of the last couple of seasons, just hasn't finished it off. Bruce Galloway in the top 10, and Mark Peck and Clutterbuck, biggest name in race in Split 3. It's going to be interesting how they take off.
Pecky now on his 201st race after last week.
And Hamish, I have
I
got
think it's
trading
second,
paints on.
yeah.
I'm not sure why.
He's
those
really
paints
moving up
aren't
the
loading
pecking
yet.
order, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, well, if he keeps going like this, he'll end up in split 2 again.
The saying you need to Hamish is saying you need to open up your trading paints for Clutterbuck's livery.
Yeah, and I just said it's open.
Don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
No, he said it would show up when he showed the grid coming up.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. What's it like on the takeoff, Luke? Is it full of congestion in turn 1?
It can be. I don't know. I was out the front because I'm a speedy boy. But no, it can be. Hopefully everyone plays nice and makes it through turn 1.
You're hitting turn 1 at a pretty rate of knots, even from the
Yes.
start.
So it'd be interesting to see why Robert Crow and Hazy were that low. Were they on penalty points, I suppose, or they just didn't want to qualify?
Well, it was a 1-lap quali basically. So if you didn't get a time in or didn't set the best time, then obviously you start at the back. And I think Hayes had a penalty. So
Yeah, it's an easy track to get off track on, like just because of the length of the bloody thing. So there was I think there was a few in Split 4 as well that didn't post times.
Well,
and
realistically,
just people like me that were bloody slow.
Also, it's got a lot of runoff, so getting a safety car is,
Yeah, that's right. The chances of getting a safety car was probably blowing engine was probably about the only thing that was going to cause that, and there wasn't really those areas that were popping engines. So.
And did you get the replay from Brad Hayes?
Certainly did. Once again, thank you.
Yep,
Thank you, Brad. Thanks.
all right, let's get this underway.
Right.
So you want to hope to remember to turn them tyres off for your first stop.
But it was 2 compulsive pit stops or just the one?
2 compulsory pit stops, 7 to 8 laps for the first starting fuel. And the get home lap was lap 5.
Righto, let's play around with some of these things and see what happens, eh?
Damon was saying that you were crying that much during practice that he actually let you lead the race.
Oh, he's so nice.
All right, let's get it going, Andrew. Going to be interesting.
What else can we find here?
The go button.
Yeah, that would help. It'd be good to have the how long the countdown is before it goes.
And a 40-kilometre-hour pit entry. So you're going to have to be very careful of that. Don't want to get caught speeding.
Yeah,
Oh,
could
the
a few
revs are
quick one
coming up.
drivers
There
out.
they go, getting ready to go. The revs are up. That's good. We can see that one. And away they go. Everyone's got a fairly good start.
Someone in the back there.
Dropping down, yep.
Yep, someone obviously didn't get the good start and the other guys had to go around. But front is all looking clean.
I'm going to say that was Barnes, one of the Barnes. Start. With the wheels up, which is very, very.
Yes, I did that up last week.
So far, so good. Everyone should have been pretty used to this part of the track. Oh, off on the grass there.
Oh, Wilco. Taking the cone with him.
Grab the cone
Yes.
too. Yeah, they
Oh, and we could
can be
make a lot of-
dangerous.
we can make a lot of jokes from that one.
Still too
Well,
wide.
last time we're here, I grabbed the cone or two and had Dave Bulldog overtaken me on the straight. It slowed me
Yep.
down so much.
So
Lucky
instead of turning left there, right, now you're turning left to go up the hill.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's holding will go up now. It's slowing you down. You can't get a.
Oh, there was a car
Oh,
down there.
yep.
Marty Hughes.
Ma-
Marty
Fella.
Hughes.
Much right foot, mate.
He's really taken a shortcut, but he's
Armit is taking the lead of the race up the front.
Well, he might have enough grass in the car now for Wilco.
yes,
Just
it's
the cone.
he goes.
The only thing we can't see now is how many spots people currently move.
No, we can when I push the right button.
Or a learning curve, Andrew. Doing well so far. I like this Nathan bit on the front there. Looks good. Peter Verme, currently 13th.
There you go, Luke.
Ah, yep.
I just, as far as I know, I can't bring them up. You know how we used to have them side by side. Yeah, I can't bring up extra rows. I can only bring up that one row at a time. But yeah, you can
That's
have
fine.
you can have the car logo, or the best time, or the last time, or the gap.
Oh, Bruce Galloway and Clutterbuck made a few moves so far. Bill Whiting currently in 5th. Coming around. Start finish line to start another lap. So can pit from here on.
Craig Healy, 19th. I still can't read those green ones.
Bruce is up 4. Clutterbuck is up 5.
Bye.
Steppo's up 4. Stanford's up 6. Collison, the biggest mover so far, up 8.
We started from the back, so yeah, so it's good. Where's Rob Crow going? He's up 4. So realistically, a couple of off tracks here and there, but nothing too major. Just all starting to get into it now.
The main off track was just as you went up the hill around, and as you come back down, there's a little straight. If you went off and touched the grass, there's a bit of an off track there.
So that's a bit more accurate track map, I would think.
Yep. Yeah, there's an off track just on the right, on the left side there. This was a nice area through here, up and over the curbs. And then a bit of a blind corner after this.
Yeah, like I said, as Mark was putting on, there is a lot of off track here where you can just run off and not hit a wall or anything. So pretty good.
And then when you come around this sharp corner here and you're turning the left, you had to be careful getting onto the power that you didn't touch the grass on the outside. And the hardest corner of the track was this one here.
That's the start-finishing line, though, isn't it?
No.
It looked like it was just coming out of pits, turn one.
No, you come around this double left-hander, this one, and then you're back onto the original track on the international layout. I've seen some crazy times in practice, and I don't know how they were doing it. So it's all going to be about tyre management, not burning them tyres up.
So there we've got the gap between the leader and 20th.
Oh, we do have early pitters.
Wow, that's early, isn't it? So they wouldn't be obviously wouldn't be changing tyres. They'd be just putting fuel in and getting that first CPS out of the way.
Yep.
Suppose they'll try and get to about lap 6, 7 to change the tyres. Hang on, when you say 24
No,
laps, geez, that's early.
Yes, but you just take on enough build to get to around lap 13 or so, then come in to do your tyre change and your last pit stop.
Well, that's the smart.
Yes.
Okay, Glenn Collison P19, and we've got, geez, that's okay. Okay, so that's the distance between first and second and stuff like that, first and third. I know that's a bit confusing for me.
That one is P19.
So this is the
20th.
This is the behind one, so 19th and 20th. And then if I go ahead, it's 18th to 19th. And then if I go leader, it's the leader to 19th.
Okay, yep.
Or 18th, actually. I'm jumping around a bit.
So what's the time difference between Ahmet and Shane?
1.3 seconds.
Ahmet seems to be pushing away.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of pace.
Obviously, I think this is his second season with Shane's first season. But, yeah, I do believe that these two guys will be looked at very specifically in the bigger teams, I think these two guys will have a lot of future ahead of them. I know Shane was saying last week he's very comfortable where he is and all that sort of stuff, but he says that he's the only one racing in the in these cars. So definitely showing enough this season that be the better teams or the bigger teams will be keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, Cadger's got a bit of pace to him, same as Preston. Preston had a good race last week.
Yeah, Paul Preston's one of those guys that just seems to be getting faster and faster in the week. I mean, keeping an eye on Ryan Preston, but Paul's the one that's really coming up really fast.
Our standard weather for the vets for this track. Little bit of disappointment we didn't have any rain last week. Rain here would have made it interesting, I reckon. Then no one would have raced and I could have won.
Now, there was something I noticed here before. I'll just see if I can find it. I was worried about using it tonight because we couldn't keep a track of pit times and that sort of thing, but you can. Where were we?
I'd probably check the pit times a bit later in the race when more people have pitted.
Pitted, yeah.
Yeah, I was just originally worried that I couldn't do that, and then discovered it's just different. It's not on the tower like it used to be. It's actually on the driver's details. So as soon as I bring them back up, I should find it.
I've always liked when they have the running over the top of the screen that goes from left to from right to left, and it just says the order.
I can bring that up. That's it. Yeah, the ticker you mean.
I've always liked that.
Yeah, of course, you guys are right. It's not showing the pit thing because he hasn't pitted yet.
So using around 6.1 to 6.3 litres a lap here. So happen to fill up about 110 to 120 litres for the race.
There you go, Zippy, just for you.
The question is, would you put in half a tank or would you put in the whole tank?
Well, technically, you just want to put in enough to get to around lap 13 if you was going to divide the race up. Unfortunately, my pit button didn't work, so I overfilled.
That looks really good, Andrew. Yeah, look, that's the thing is if you overfill, you're obviously going to be a little bit slower and put more pressure on your tyres, where if you half fill, you probably have a little bit more speed and less pressure on your tyres.
Yes, and that's initially what I was going for, but that's what you would try to do. But it was a very interesting track, but once you got the flow, it was a good track.
Yeah, I don't actually mind the bend, the normal track that we raced a couple of weeks ago. I don't mind it. Yeah, but yeah, it's not a track that if you have an accident, you can try and get that lap back, because there's not many places to crash and, to get that little lucky dog.
I thought this one was pretty good because if you put it on your info, it tells us where you come from, or where you live.
Or gonna get a tap. It looked like it was gonna get a tap. Warren Williams. It's Warren Williams. Obviously went off the track a bit. Daniel Clutterbuck.
Yeah.
Currently in 6 spots. Yep. Paul Preston really sticking nicely to Shane, and who Shane's just still hanging quite close to Ahmed.
Yeah, top 4 slowly building a gap.
So Andrew, do we have a track map where they are on the track, or is that too hard?
We've still got the old. We've still got all of the old stuff. So yes. There you go.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, you're getting really good at this.
We probably don't need both, do we?
Oh,
No, probably just run the old and see where they are.
yeah, Kadzie, I like it. I've seen it on other race on broadcast. It really gives you a good way to know where people are.
Ooh, Ahmed's in.
Paul's looking really good there. He's looking very comfortable. And Kadzie looks comfortable too, sitting behind. I don't know how Shane's looking. Is he really pushing it really hard, or is he just trying to stick to a number? It's not. It's one of those tracks too that you've got to be as you said, Luke. You got to be very careful with your fuel because you don't want to underfill because you might not make it back.
Yes, a very long track. And then you don't want to change your tyres too early, otherwise you could wear them down to you getting a meatball.
So is the information from your pit crew still telling you when your tyres are low?
Yes. Yep. We had one driver, I think, in split 1 last night where his tyres went 4 laps before the finish.
And what does it do there? It just basically blows out and that's
yeah,
it.
gives you a meatball, and just very hard to control.
But you can still drive it back to pits, can you?
Yes, you can still drive it
Yeah.
back to pits, but because we only had one set of tyres, you couldn't change it.
It feels like they're sort of pulling away from Kadzie here.
So hopefully everyone read the SIMRIGS and understood there was only one set of tyres.
Yeah, you would have hated to come in lap 2 and then press that button by accident, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was hard enough on tyres without making that mistake.
Still a long way to go. You'd be sitting in the car going, bloody hell, how much further to go?
Yeah, it was certainly a workout last night. The only time of break you get, it really is across the start finishing line straight.
I heard a bit of rumour too. We're going to have a retro round. Is it what round's that?
Bathurst last race of the
Last round.
season.
Marty Hughes currently 16th. Lives in Swan Hill.
Yeah.
It needs their house address, phone number, postcode.
No, in Zippy's
Facebook
case,
connections.
Yeah, Zippy's going.
I knew this would bring the stalker out in you somehow, Zippy.
Is
Yeah.
John still on holidays? Is he
Yeah, John's on holiday for a few weeks.
3 weeks? Isn't he something like that?
So with the telemetry that's at the bottom of the tower, we can actually have that as a standalone too. Like, so you could have that somewhere else while you were showing that ticker along the top if you wanted to.
I know it's a real long lap, but could we go to Paul Preston and go in the car and do maybe half a track or a quarter of a track, watching the telemetry, but from his perspective?
Pretty sure we can do that. Give me a second.
Yeah, Will, I'm feeling the same way. I think the track does have a good
Yeah,
I-
good
I
setup
reckon
for
it-
an enduro.
for an enduro. I think it really could be a really good track for an enduro. I agree. That looks
Yeah,
good.
You wouldn't want to fix that up though. I reckon you want it open. You're going to do 1,000 k's on.
Back
Well,
down
it doesn't have to
second.
be 1,000 k's, but it could be 500 k's. But I'm saying is the openness of it would make it, and the length of it would make a good enduro. I mean, you don't want to do 1,000 k's.
Yeah, well,
around
let's hope it
Sandown.
doesn't overtake sand. Let's hope it doesn't take away from the Sandown and you know. Yeah, call me a traditionalist, but well, I'm Sandown, Bathurst. The Ben's new.
Okay, you're a
There's
traditionalist.
a bit of a
You did say
boring
the
track.
Actually, Zippy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand it's a new track, but have a look. It's pretty boring. There's no
Yeah, well, okay.
trees. There's no fucking. You know, if you had the money that this guy's got, you'd be putting in some more grandstands. You know, a few more trees about. Just don't make it such a boring track. It's just
That looks
just
good.
plain.
All right, go jump on the committee, Mark.
The Paul's really hitting those apex quite nice there. Using the whole track.
Paul's been around for a while. Paul's no stranger to it, I reckon. And I would expect to see Paul in a couple more seasons. I reckon he'll be back to split one.
Wow. Okay.
Go
I-
around for another lap.
I don't really know him that well to say that, but I just know that last season, he was thereabouts quite often. But he's really impressing me with some of his times that I've seen him do in practice. It's like this guy can really drive. This one, if you get this one right, it feels real good.
Yeah, it was a nice setup. It was a nice stable setup.
This one here, you really want to just be flat out. Oh, okay, this is the part they changed today.
Yes, and then you go left up the hill, double right.
How come the car that's out in front's got a dirty windscreen?
Onto the power, slight lift, and back on the power. And then
I like that,
yeah.
Andrew. It looks good. Have you got the what gear they're doing and all that sort of stuff? That's really nice.
Yeah, well, that was the bit that first got my interest. And I can just turn that on or off just with the click of a button and show the rest of the tower if we choose to.
The answering Shane's comment in the chat. Retro round is you can paint your car like an old style. It could be your old racing team, or you could be some out in the V8s racing colours like Mobile and all that sort of stuff. And that's up to you what you want to do. And yeah, but Hamish knows just about every retro paint out there.
Yeah, I'd like to see our boys pick up an old paint from New Zealand's ago or something like that. Would be good.
I told him I wanted King of the Mountain on the side of my car.
So they're still going out there. They're still staying out.
Yeah, 7, 8 laps you could get out of the starting field.
Kadzie's got
Oh,
gained a
that's
little
actually
bit back on.
That actually comes up with the sector times. That's pretty cool.
No, they're laps.
Oh, they are too. Sorry. I was going to say I didn't think it shed that much. But yeah. Anyway.
So he's gained a
Looks
fair
good.
bit in the last lap.
Yeah, but the second you go and look at Kadji, he tells you how much off that Paul Preston's time he was.
Yeah, how much he's gained on him. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kadji's done really well there. It looked like he was losing ground, but in the end there, he really caught up to Paul. I like it, Andrew. It looks good. Looks real good, mate. You've done well.
I didn't design it or anything. I just handed over the dollars. But no, thanks to Hamish from Split 2 for the steering me in the right direction and giving me a link to go to and that. So yeah, no, it's a big improvement. I must admit, a lot of it was actually the fact that I didn't have the NASCAR 2025 theme installed, or I didn't even know it existed. So I'm not sure how new it actually is, but the moment I saw 2025, I thought, oh, that's a lot newer than anything I'd seen before. So a lot of the sort of modern look comes from that rather than the bits I've bought. But things like that telemetry at the bottom of the tower and the head-to-head and there's a lot of other stuff there that I've bought that I haven't really got my head around how it all works yet. But we'll be able to bring up season results from SimHub and that sort of thing as well through this. So I haven't worked out. Obviously, I just have to enter something to hook that all up. But yeah, it's there's quite a bit we can do with it, I think. But it's a good look.
Wilkinson's got top spot now. He's got to get that extra point. Well done.
Alan just got through. Pecky's trying to chase down.
But Newton came in early, didn't he?
Yeah, he came in early. Yep. Matthew Barnes. Trying to chase back down Alan.
Kadzie's got Preston on the pits, so he obviously took less fuel.
Yeah, must have took a bit. Same with Shane.
Clutterbuck in 7th, Will Munro in 8th, Mazzaroli in 9th, and Pecky rounding up the top 10.
Nice battle going on here. So Pecky has got past Matthew.
Yes, you see, that's telling you now when they pitted and how long the pit stop was. It doesn't tell
27
you how many
seconds of
pit
fuel.
stops they've done though, so I haven't quite
It did,
worked
it
out
did
that.
before.
Where did it say that, Luke?
On one of them, it came up saying like no pit stops, and then another one said one pit stop.
Oh, okay. It did on the old system. It used to say 2 or 1 or whatever. But is that what you're thinking of, or do you mean on
No,
this
no,
new one?
on this new
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
I
you
missed it.
did say no stop. I didn't say one stop. I said no stop. But yeah, it's pretty cool so far. I like that.
Is a lot to look at though, isn't it?
Oh, there's a little bit more information. It's a little bit more.
This would look awesome
Cool.
on the big television.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing is on my TV inside actually, because yeah, it always looks good on that. Well, it looks good here, even not just on the. I'm really only watching a preview at the moment on the broadcasting software, and even on that, yeah, it looks good. It's going to be good.
Oh, bit of a lock up there. I think that was from Pecky. Yep, Pecky lost the spot to Matthew. Tyres are starting to wear down.
Peter Verme, 26.67 seconds in pits. Pitted early, so his tyres would be starting to feel it now.
You'll love this, Zippy, that telemetry at the bottom of the tower. If I put in all the right figures and tell it the fuel consumption, it actually has a fuel gauge on it.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, well, it won't be hard because I'll know what our fuel figures are each week, so I just have to manually put them in, I think. But haven't quite gone down that path yet.
It will certainly make it a little bit more technical.
It's the same old thing. If you're doing it every week, it's just rinse and repeat, really. It's when you you get to my age and you don't do it for a year or two, and then try and go back. I'm back watching all the original videos I watched when I set it all up at the moment.
Ahmed's got quite a bit of a break on Cadsy there, who's got quite a bit of a break on third and fourth there. So interesting.
Interesting to see how much fuel they took.
Pit stop, Matthew Barnes, 20.5, so not much there. Lap free, so probably just filled the car up, I suppose, because you would have started off with 50 litres, did you, Luke?
20 seconds of fuel would have been around 50 litres.
Yeah, but what'd you start with, 50?
50,
Yeah.
yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so you could only go, 133 or 132?
Yeah, but he would have used fuel. Put in 50 litres, so he'd be only running around with
There
70
you go,
litres.
Zippy. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but there's a fuel gauge.
Oh, wow, okay. So that's what Robert Crow's got left in his tank.
No, that's what I mean. It's not accurate. I've just put a figure in there so we can actually. If you put no figure in, then the gauge doesn't even show up. But
how good would it be to know how much fuel they've got, so you can see at the end going, oh, he's running low.
Well, that's what I mean. Once I put the right figure in there, once I know the fuel figures, I'll be able to do that each week. So when
Put
we look
110
at it,
in there.
Yeah, well, so Tony looks like there. He's been on lap 6. He's going to have to go in very soon.
the thing I don't get is, I guess it'll do, if you pit and put 50 litres in, it'll know that, eh? But yeah, still a lot of fine tuning to do, but the actual look of it all, I think it's great. And this is just as it comes. I haven't changed colours or anything like that. I quite like it the way it is. But it's meant to be. If you go and watch the NASCAR and that, it's a very similar look with the green stripes at the top and bottom and that sort of thing. Even this year's.
Geez, I'm hoping Peter Burnley makes it round for another lap. He's very low on fuel.
No, it can't be right.
That looks like Zippy's driving.
Because he
Where were
pitted on
you?
lap
Where
2.
were you on Thursday night, Zippy?
I was home.
There you go. I punched a different figure in, so now everyone's got plenty of fuel.
Shane, he's topped it up. He's put around 70 litres
No,
or so in.
I did
No,
that.
he's-
I did
No,
that.
but by his pit time, he's talking about.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There you go then.
He's
He's
putting
put
a lot of pressure
fuel.
on.
But then he's stuck behind Tommy. So he doesn't want to lose too much time.
Still a long way to go.
It was certainly a workout. That's why this wind sim is the best thing I've brought.
Yeah, I'm surprised to hear you say that. I didn't really like mine just because of the noise of the fans. Even with the headset on and that, I could still hear them.
Yeah, I can't hear mine.
Is he
I
going to
might
make a
regret-
move? Looks like
I
he's going to
might
make a
regret
move.
Not hooking them up
Got
in
him.
the summer, but I don't need them this time of the year.
We've got him there.
Yeah, nice move.
Oh, he's lost it
Oh.
a bit there. He went wide into the marbles.
Tommy's going back at him.
Paul Preston's just hanging
Yeah.
around.
And this will be a move that Paul has to get through on as well. Oh. Oh, 3 wide. This is going to be interesting. No. Shane backs out of it.
Yeah, I notice there's a few
Paul's
of
got
those
the
paints
inside.
still not working.
Oh, it's going to be close. Oh,
A little bit of a tap.
a little bit of a tap, or just Shane might have just lost the rear end a bit. Clutterbuck's just hanging around there too, sniffing.
Yeah. This is a great battle going on here. They don't want to lose too much time. Armit will pull away.
Armit's doing an awesome job, isn't he? T1.
Yeah, Vermy's got past Matthew. Becky must have got back past as well. Oh, out on the grass.
So we got Newton in first, Cadman in second, DeWitt in third, Bowen in fourth, Preston in fifth, Clutterbuck in sixth, Munro in seventh, Pecky in eighth, Vermy in ninth, and Barnsey in 10th.
So Paul and Shane have taken around the same amount of fuel.
Yeah, and as far as that gauge goes, the fuel thing, iRacing don't share those figures, but if you put in what your fuel usage is per lap, it gives you an estimate basically.
Yeah.
So it's not 100% accurate because iRacing don't share those figures, but they can take a swing at it basically, make it look right on the gauge anyway.
Oh, Tommy's in.
Oh,
That was
they all,
close.
they all look like they were thinking about it.
So Tommy's come in for the undercut.
There's quite a few little battles going on. There's a few battles a bit back further.
Yep. Pecky, Fermi, and Barnes. With Roffy and Shepo just behind.
Seem to have got a bit of a breathing space, the three drivers there.
Probably see a lot of drivers coming in soon if they're going to split it up.
Haven't laid eyes on it yet, but if it's all working how it's meant to, it's got a really good results thing at the end too. It shows all the podium and that sort of thing on it. I've only seen that on a video though, so whether it actually works at the end of the race or not, I'm not sure. I think it doesn't work until the replay is actually at the end of the race, so we'll just wait and see when I push the buttons, I guess, at the end.
Oh, I've got
Is
off
that
track a
right?
bit.
Oh, that
He's
brings Roffy. Shepo's there.
Oh,
But no.
oh, this is going to be tight.
Oh, Shepo's got through on Roffy.
Great battling.
That one little mistake. But like I said, he's been out in that tyres since what, lap 2? Oh, someone's gone off.
Oh, Matthew's out in the grass, mowing the lawn.
Can't find him now. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's
He's
got
back.
back on.
Yeah, I think his tyres are starting to get a bit shot. Oh, Glenn Collison up 14, up into P15.
Casey's now taken the lead. Wonder how that happened.
Yeah. They jump
It
out
was
at
like
the front.
it was like 11 seconds behind. Doesn't look
been a
like they came to
mistake.
pit. And he's going down further.
He must be in pits.
Okay.
It just doesn't say.
There's a few in there. Like
Oh!
Paul Preston in as well.
Oh,
You
Pulled
don't want
up
to push
with
that
them.
car. You don't want to push that car over the line, give him a speeding ticket.
one way to get rid of your competition, isn't it?
I've seen that happen a few times here.
Casey's now got the lead. I think that's the first time he's led for the race.
Are both barns racing tonight or just the one?
I can only see T1.
Oh, yeah, so Ahmed's out now. Out in 13th after his second pit stop. He should be on fresh tyres. It looks like Preston and Bowen have both come out together.
Yeah, we've lost that little thing on the top there. I can't see where they are.
What little thing on the top, mate?
The running sheet that goes on across the top to tell you where they are positions.
Ticker.
Yeah, I turned it off because they don't work. Well, they do work together, but
It's the only thing with the
Oh.
position board on the side is it doesn't give you times
Yeah,
relative.
time. It's really pushing now, trying to get past Williams. Looks like he will.
Yep. No point fighting him.
The last couple of corners there, Williams' tyres were starting to look a bit shoddy.
He's got a bit of a gap back to Shane and Paul.
so with the thing on the side, were you after gaps or times?
Gaps.
Okay, so it does give me gaps. I just didn't have it turned on.
Ah.
I can only have like either gaps
Yeah, that's better.
or
Yep.
gains or card logos, or I can't have all of them up like I used to be able to have rows.
The gaps is good because it tells you when they're pitting as well. It
So
looks like
yeah, that's
all
what I'm
the
getting
top
at.
8.
That's telling you the same thing as the ticker along the top now.
A lot of cars in. Wilco's going around to lead another lap. Oh, car
Was
disappearing.
someone flashing?
Warren.
Jeez, that's horrible getting that in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's gap to leader. Is there a gap between drivers?
Should be an interval, shouldn't there? No, it's not.
Ah, work on it another time. Shane's trying to get that move done on Warren. He doesn't want to get held up. Needs to get that done fast. Because he's got Cadman right behind. So Kazzy's come out in front of Preston. Yeah, it doesn't have an interval option.
Yeah, Hamish is right. Intervals are pointless in an oval, and it's based as NASCAR, so.
Alright, we'll just go back to the old stuff.
Get lost.
Oh, Kazzy's starting to put a bit of pressure on.
Other than the odd paint job that hasn't worked out for some reason, but it works off your paint folder, so I suspect that it's got something to do with the fact that I clear my paint folder a lot when I do paints and that sort of thing.
Have you got your trading paints open?
Yep. It's always on. I did notice earlier today that there was a couple that were also not coming up, and after I saved, I went out and restarted my computer and came back again, they were there. So whether it's just a case of it collecting it in my folder or not, I'm not sure, but
yep.
Hopefully over time it sorts itself out.
Yeah, it looks like Kazzy's got a lot of pace. He's putting the pressure on Shane.
Yep, he's going for it. He's going for it.
So is Kazi. And will Preston get through as well? Yep.
Yep.
Oh, bit
Oh,
loose there by
nice
Shane.
slide.
They're going to have to work together to try to work their way back up to Armit.
Wilco's got the lead. Paddo, name we
Oh,
haven't
Kazi's-
mentioned tonight, into second.
Kazi's just got past Bowen. Shane better watch out because Paul's just right behind.
I wonder if that little starter a couple laps ago was hurt Bowen's tyres. Or has Kazi just got the afterburners on?
Is something going to happen, Shane? There's a battle up front here, just in ahead. Armit's trying to get past.
It's got past Paddo.
Yeah, Bella and Paddo are battling it out. It looks like Kazi's got a bit of pace. He's starting to pull away. Starting to chase down Armit. You'll be hoping that the two in front will pit. Steve's going for a move on Paddo. No, backs out of it.
Oh, look at them all
Oh.
coming in. They're all coming in.
It's horrible when they just pull across to the pit in front of you.
What's the distance between 2.5, nearly 3 seconds to the gap? That's catchable if they can all work together.
Looks like we'll go up the front's the last to pit. Just under a 3-second gap. Great to see Wilco out there racing. I don't know if he's still streaming his races.
I haven't seen much.
because you need glasses.
Or something must have happened to Shane. He's dropped off. Preston's got through. And now he's got the fast charging Clutterbuck behind. It's got past Wilco. The only
10
thing
laps. 10
they
laps
need-
to go. Wow.
the thing they need is to be able to go back and watch the incidents. So then we could have seen what happened.
Yeah, it would be good if you could do instant replays like that, but it doesn't work off a replay from what I can work out. You can do it if you're streaming live, but not if you're doing it on a replay. I think that's where it all falls apart.
Maybe only if you clipped it yourself and did it.
Yeah, but that bloody time consuming doing all that. That must be what John's doing though with his split 4 ones when he shows a replay during a safety car and that sort of thing. He must pre-record all that. And it's yeah, too much for me.
So what's the
Right.
distance now between Kadzi and Ahmed?
He's catch his. Oh no.
There you go.
Like,
2.6.
Oh, so
Kadzi's still
it's staying
catching.
around there. Yeah, it's staying around there. It's gettable.
Ooh, bit of a blink from Kadzi.
Big blink.
Hold on to the end.
Ooh. Makes me want to go to a different car. It feels like it's at this end.
You wouldn't want it to disconnect at this point of the race.
All right. So what's this? We've got Ahmed. Where are we looking at the distance between them? 54.9, eh? There's Sheppo, the best looking Tasmanian out there.
Boy. Never.
Got some cheap deals going to Tassie at the moment because they're offering $50 a car, and if you can get the right spot, $50 a person before the new ferry takes over.
Okay. They haven't finished building the dock yet.
Yeah, they've got to October the 23rd, I think. Somewhere that's where when they're supposed to be retiring the old one.
Okay.
Oh, bit of a tap.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Robert is around.
Bad luck there, Robert.
Yep. currently Glenn Collison up 16, up into P13. Vella's up 12, up into 11th. Clutterbuck up 6, up in the 6th. We'll go up 14, but still has to pit. So Wilco's doing well. Still on the original tyres.
Shane's slowly crawled his way back up to be behind Paul.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful. He's got Daniel just behind. And with 8 laps to go, you don't want to be burning them tyres out. But it's been a very clean race so far. See that Paul's got a little bit of damage on the front right there.
Cadsy looks like he's pulled right away from this little group.
Yeah, it looked like he had a fair bit of pace. He was slowly starting to catch Armand.
Everyone's yelling out, Andrew, they want that times on the top.
I prefer the times on the side here. I think
See,
ticket
not
is-
everybody.
I just think the ticker's like one of those things that it's just been around for so long. It's just overdone. But I get it, Tippy. You haven't got glasses, so
Yeah,
you
but that's
say
exactly
something.
right. I'm struggling to see those little names on the side there.
Well, it's easy just to scrop over and have a look on the YouTube. It's easier to read.
Yeah, it is easier to read, yeah.
That's what I do.
Oh,
Oh, bit of a move
battle.
there. That's a big long track and you'd be going, how come someone's right up my tail?
Oh, Daniel's trying to go for the move. Wasn't close enough. Shane from Wagga Wagga.
Wagga wagga.
Wagon. Bloody Tasmania.
I know what it is. I've always called it that though.
Well, you can't really call it the other way, can you? You'd be politically incorrect.
I know. There's no O's, so how
Yeah.
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 Right, so at this stage on the ticker up the top, we can either have the gap, the last time, the best time, the car logo, or nothing at all. But I'm sure there's a way of doing it. I just don't know how yet.
Just a relative to leader, because then it kind of gives you an idea between each car.
You even yeah.
Or
No, we're
He's
still
going.
after an interval, aren't we? But at this stage. No, I haven't got
Oh!
a button that does it.
Oh, that brings Daniel into it.
Yep, he's taking advantage, but he lost the rear
Oh
end then.
no, Shane going again for it. But then Daniel's got the. Oh, great racing here, boys.
By hitting the sand.
A little bit of damage on the front might be slowing him down a bit.
Nice move there. Could have been Barnesy.
Yeah, him and Peter.
Oh, Peter's got it back. Drag race. Oh, that looks like.
Roffy.
Oh, yep.
Roffy making a move on Dave. Few good battles going on still, all over the place. So Wilco is pitted and came out in 11th, up 6.
That's good driving.
Biggest mover is still Glenn, up 17. Grandshore up 14.
What's happened to Newton?
Yeah, what happened to Newton?
He hasn't come in the pit again, has he?
Can we click on Newton, see where he's gone?
Just trying to find him.
Oh, don't say he's disconnected. That'd be very unfortunate.
He's not in pits.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Has he money
not-
shifted?
he's not money. He's not moving at all.
Oh, very unfortunate for Armit.
If anyone out there in chat land knows what happened to him, please put it in chat.
That now has put Cadman out in front with Shane and Preston.
If he's had hardware failure, I'd tell you he'd be pretty cranky. I'll be kicking the dog.
Lone engine. Oh,
Wow.
after all that and 6 laps to go, he had some great pace, great start.
Most unlucky. I thought that would be the only thing that might cause a safety car was a blown engine, but didn't really expect to see one.
A huntsman went across his windscreen.
Oh, that'll do it.
Will this bring out a safety car? Or will they just let him tow?
It's one of those hard ones, isn't it? Because is he in a dangerous position?
With 6 laps to go, they would have plenty of time to clear the field. You still have 4 laps left, which would make it interesting.
I doubt if Cadsy would be wanting that at this stage.
Is that the safety car out on track? It looks like it might be.
Really? Certainly is.
It certainly is.
Hmm.
Mr. Lucas Burt, the safety car driver. At least he gets to stretch his legs.
Well, this is going to make it interesting now. The other guys have caught up. Shane was showing some good pace to get past Paul and all that.
Yeah, but give them a chance to cool their tyres down. It's going to be a bit of a sprint race home to the finish.
Would there be anyone actually a lap down?
I'm not sure. Both barns are racing tonight. The other barns is down in P29. Marty Hughes up 14. Crenshaw up 15. Dave Holly is up 8. The biggest mover so far is Glenn Collison up into P11, up 18. Steve Vella up 15, up into P8. And Clutterbuck up 8 into P4.
Yeah, there's some pretty good drives there. Were you just mentioning Clutterbuck, DeWitt, Munro's up 3. Pecky's having a great drive too. He's into 7th, up 4 spots. Steve Vella, once again, showing his class. I think that's up. I can't see that's up 10, 15. 15.
Wilco, even Wilco's having it.
Up 8. And Galloway just sitting where he started.
Yeah, I think that sticking out for a long stint for Wilco has worked good for him. Up in the top 10.
Kadzi was saying he was like 11 seconds when that safety car. So, like I said, the last thing that he would have wanted.
I had the same thing, Kazi, about this. That gap just disappears.
Guys at the back are slowly catching up to the field.
But it makes it more interesting for us to watch, broadcast.
So is the safety car going to pull away now? Looks like he is.
Yep, and there was no wave round.
Yep, that was well done by race control there. He's gone wide. All right, Kazi's got the lead now. What is he going to do?
It's hard. Do you go as soon as you can, or do you hold him to the line? Such a long straight. And he's off.
He's off.
And he's blinked. Just got to hold out for a few more laps. Oh, Clutterbuck's going for a move on Paul. Had to back out. Looks like
Katie.
everyone's made it through.
Katie's got a nice little jump. Yeah, Ahmed, if you're out there watching this later on or whatever, yeah, bad luck, mate. You were driving like you're driving awesome.
Oh, bit of a bump in the rear there. Is that Matthew and Sarah Baxter? It certainly brought everyone back together. I'm at White, his real name's Pete.
Who is it?
Pete Mitchell.
Is that Ahmed's name?
It would appear so.
Okay,
That's why you couldn't find him on Facebook, Zippy.
Yeah.
Now you have his real name.
Well, you can't have
Dun,
you
dun,
can't
dun,
have the real name out there. It's because he's got to have his real name while racing. Oh, who's
Oh,
off the track?
Robert
Robert
Crowe.
Crowe again. Seen a bit of grass today.
Not his night tonight. I'm chasing down Paddo. Daniel's all over the rear of Paul. Will he get the move done? It looks like it. Paul's not going to let it go easy though. He's fighting back.
Hey, Tommy DeWitt's had a good night, hasn't he, so far? He's just keeping out of trouble and just hovering.
Daniel has made it onto the podium so far. Will Paul get it back? Katie's making a slight gap back to Shane. Wilco's lost a couple of spots in the progress.
Yeah, the pressure will be on him now. But he should have the freshest tyres.
Craig Hurley up to in the 18th. Not normally where you'd see him. bit of a lock up there.
No,
Ooh.
you don't usually see Craig down that low. He's usually Mr. Consistent. You feel like something. Oh, there it goes. Oh, can he get back on?
Craig. Oh, he just lost a few spots there.
Yep. Oh, Paddo's gone grass again.
Oh, yeah, it was certainly a track you had to practice on.
Oh, a bit of a tap.
No. Sir Baxter's around. And you have to wait for everyone. He was having a good night too.
We mentioned him, the good-looking Baxter, isn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Sir Robert Baxter.
But he's the better-looking Baxter. That's what they reckon, isn't it?
Oh, I think so. Haven't seen him, but yeah, good to go off what you say.
I'm just going off from what I hear in chat.
Yeah, Brad Hayes trying to get the move done on William.
Here we go. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a dive there. We're getting closer now. 2 laps to go. Kadzie's still blinking.
Fatigue will be setting in.
His GPU must be putting so much effort into the speed that it's forgotten to keep the picture going.
Yes. Happens a lot. And you don't feed the mice enough cheese.
Oh, you got one of those. The Mouse 500.
Well, I do have a mouse. I don't know what number it is.
No, I meant 500 of them.
Still a lot of close battles going on after the safety car restart. Yeah, Dom's trying his hardest to get past Tony. Now onto the final lap.
Oh,
Ooh.
they're pushing.
Yeah, bit wide there by Tony.
Final lap. Kadzi, Bowen, Clutterbuck, Preston, DeWitt, Munro, Pecky, And we have Vella, Collison, and Galloway. Some great driving there. It's got to be a hard one for driver of the day. Collison's obviously made the most moves, but he started from the very back. You know, Steve Vella's had an awesome drive tonight, same as Will Munro, Tommy DeWitt, and
Clutterbuck.
Clutterbuck. We know Cadsy's had a great drive, but sort of feel like that's where he's supposed to should be. But yeah, still a great drive, Cadsy.
Yeah, it's been a great drive from Clutterbuck to make that move past Paul to get onto the podium.
Taking nothing away from Bowen and Preston, they've had great drives too.
Oh, certainly have. A very unfortunate night for Armit after such a great start. It certainly had pace.
They're saying that he had a huntsman crawl on his screen or something.
No, they were just
No?
saying he had a huntsman across his screen. That's why he blew his motor. Only a few more turns to go. The battles are still happening all over the track.
Suppose we should go to the front now. There he comes, Cadsy.
Yep.
Taking the win.
Oh, Clutterbuck was getting close there to Shane in the end.
Well done, podium.
Yeah, top effort, those guys. Well done.
Well done. A great drive from Cadsy. Well done all drivers. A very clean race.
It's Cadsy's second win for the season. So well done. He's going to gain a few more spots on Shane. Great job, Shane. Seems to be the consensus out there is Clutterbuck is the viewer's choice at the moment. Anyone
Yeah, I
else?
was just looking at that. I was thinking with Steve Vella up 15 in the top 10. That's a pretty.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the same as you. I thought Vella had it. Yeah, that's a great race. But special mention to obviously Will Munro and Pecky and that. But Tommy DeWitt, that was another great drive by him. But yeah, yeah, it's a hard one. I think between Clutterbuck and Vella. Lucas.
Yeah, my vote is for Clutterbuck. Up 9 from where he started, put the pressure on, made the move, and got that position done to get onto the podium.
Clutterbuck for driver of the day, you reckon?
So I take it Andrew has decided that Clutterbuck is the winner.
Just give me
Well, he's
a minute to
P3, but not.
sort my buttons out.
Silver button.
No, sort them out.
From Melbourne.
You need a hearing aid too.
There. Clutterbuck, well done. Driver of the day. I think that's what Andrew's coming across.
I'm getting there.
Haven't got any updated points board, so we don't know what the results will be after this race. But definitely makes it a bit closer. But Shane should obviously still be in front.
Yeah, well, with Craig and Brad a bit further down this week, that might drop him down a little bit, making the gap a bit more for Shane. But they hopefully will start to bring in some drop rounds.
Yeah, they're due for that. Yep. Hamish, I still think Bivella special mention. I think that was a great drive. But obviously the consensus is Daniel Clutterbuck. Well done, Daniel. As you said, Luke, you put a lot of
Well
pressure on Paul and all that, and Shane at the end. Just drove a great race, consistent race, and it was so close at the end.
Yeah, and the one lap quali basically made it a bit interesting this week.
Right, well, that's the driver of the day. Let's see what happens when we go looking for some results with this overlay. I'm not sure whether we'll get any or not, but we'll have a look.
Cadsy in first.
Yeah, if you want to watch it from his point of view, head over to his YouTube channel. Sim Demon Cadsy.
Yeah, since he's got rid of that devilish looking bonnet, he's really drove better, hasn't he?
Moved over to M1 used cars. Over to M1. Yeah.
No, I'm not seeing any podium
We got
results.
Shane's jumped into the chat again. Well done. Hi, Shane.
Hey guys.
Hey, no, mate.
So, hi, Peter.
Peter? Who's Peter?
I remember last week when I said, does anyone ever confuse you in the way you spell your first name and call you Peter?
Well, I'd like to say you're still getting the surname wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's Bowen.
Bowen. What am I saying? Bowden?
I think you said Bowden a couple of times.
Bowden, okay.
Bowman.
Sorry.
Nah.
Sorry, Mr. Bowen.
It's all right,
I
you
think
can
we'll
say
have
whatever
to
you
put
want.
a GoFundMe out for a pair of glasses. But
Well, that's it. I'm struggling to read it that far. There's small writing.
Well, P2 this week. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, Cadsy drove awesome, and Ahmed took off from the start. If he'd survived, I don't think any of us were going to catch him.
No, I agree. Yep.
Where did you make the mistake?
I spun. You know that new section on this layout where you turn left at the start of the lap? At the top of the hill, there's sort of like a double right before you
Double
go
right.
down.
Yep.
Yeah. I just touched the curb on the exit there, and Paul had nowhere to go, so we both sort of lost about 7 or 8 seconds to Cadsy.
And that's where the damage from his car come.
Yeah. He basically T-boned me, so he copped it on the front of his car.
Ah, very unfortunate, but no, you certainly had some great pace there. Unfortunately, got a bit stuck behind a few cars, but still to bring it home and to finish in P2, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, like some things didn't go my way, but like I was telling myself during the race and even before, I very much got the championship sort of playing with my mind a bit. So I was trying to just survive and tell myself that winning isn't really that big of a deal. It's more about not coming 30th or something and getting a drop round.
Yeah. So have you got the second coat of varnish on it?
Yeah, so I think I'm doing all right with drop rounds at the moment, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on Paul. Paul Preston is very close, and Cadsy, I think he needs to perform every round from here on to sort of stay in there. But he's definitely one I'm keeping an eye on.
Yeah, look, I think Cadsy's the guy that can make a fist of it. But on saying that, like I said, the last round isn't a drop round, so anything can happen, as it did in Split 3 last season. So it's never over.
Yeah, that's going to make it interesting because the first round I definitely seen some of these guys are really fast at Bathurst. I think I got 7th or 8th, and I was nowhere near fast enough to catch any of the top 5 there. So yeah, I think there's a chance that quite a few people can still get this from here on in.
Yeah, well, Bathurst is one of those tracks that anything can happen, and it's an enduro too, so it's a longer track, a longer race. So, yeah, it's one of those ones you have a little bit of a sleepy bye and bang, you're in the wall.
Well, how long's an enduro? What do you call an enduro?
300 kilometers.
Yep, 300.
So it's
So
about
the one we just
40
did was 200. So now that half of that again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so about 40 something laps. 40.
I think it'd be
Yeah, I think
42.
it's. I thought 41 was 250, but
I thought it was
might be wrong about that.
49. It's a long race anyway.
Yeah, it might be longer, but I felt more drained here at the bend. A lot of this track is windy and tiring. At least Bathurst.
Yeah,
is
I agree with that. I just thought it was because I didn't know it as well, but it did seem like a longer lap than, well, a lot longer lap. It is longer than Bathurst, but it seemed a lot longer.
A lot more corners.
Yeah, and a lot of it's just back and forth.
Well, on to Oran Park next week.
Have you done Oran Park before? You would have been.
I have, yeah. I know the track. It's been a while since I've raced it, but I definitely know it. Yeah, I'd say I've done some okay racing there before, but it's definitely one that can end in tears, really.
I don't think there's any corner on that track that in the seasons before I haven't been taken out in officials. I think every corner, especially out over the bridge and all that sort of stuff, that first corner's a doozy.
Yeah, especially pit exit too, considering we have the 2 compulsory pit stops. That can get very spicy into turn 1.
Yeah, it depends how they do it. If it's like 2 single races like Winton was, or yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose.
Well,
Yeah,
as
like-
I said before, and before the race, if you're off by a few tenths of a second on a track that short with that many cars, you're going to catch the back markers. And as I said, good luck passing them, because it isn't an easy track to overtake on, and it could end up in a lot of carnage.
Well, I can't remember racing that in vets before, but I reckon we must have. But I can't
Season
remember
6
it.
was the last time we were there.
Was that
Well, then I
Oran
haven't
Park?
seen it. Yeah.
Oran Park, season 6, 38 cars, and it was a complete and utter clusterfuck.
I did it in the Supercars
That's gonna be
NZ
good.
series.
Oh, I guarantee it's going to be good. And I'm going to pat Mr. Baxter on the back for putting out such a idiotic race to put 38 cars on a track.
Oh, well, we're going to do it
This is
one.
him.
Well, if it's any consolation, or Shane, there's the officials is actually running Oran Park, I think, at the moment. So if you need some practice, you can jump in an official race.
I think I'll pass on that. I do see that the league has the open practice session starting tonight. So if I wanted to jump on that, I could start my practice now. I just don't like the officials.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in not on that track.
Do it
Was
through
the
the day
league-
when no one's on.
Was the league one up?
Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't up when I was getting the broadcast ready. I had a look, but wasn't there then, so they must have
Yep,
just
setup's
rolled up.
on. So
Oh, I did see
Yeah,
the setup
do it
go
early
up
in
on
the
the
night.
Discord. Yep. Righto,
Well, I
guys.
think
Well,
Hamish has already started, hasn't he?
yes.
Yep.
All right, we
All
better
right.
wrap
Well,
off.
we'd better wrap it up. Thanks to everyone out there. I think, yeah, considering I sort of didn't really prepare for any of that, I think it all went pretty well. Looks pretty good. So yeah, thanks for everything, and I'm going to do what I did last week. I like that song so much, I'm going back to that on the way out.
All right, well, we'll
Nice.
see you all at Oran
See you all
Park
later.
next week.
Cheers, guys.
Jump on and watch Hamish and Brett Fisher.
And well done, AJ, with the broadcast. It was
Yeah, well done, AJ. Good stuff, mate.
Yep.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll polish it up a bit, but pretty good for a slapped together sort of first run. Anyway,
Good luck
Ah,
next
very
week, Shane.
good.
Good luck.
have a good night, have a good weekend, everyone. Enjoy the real supercars and get out there and do some laps and the vets.
Lucas,
See you all next week.
Yes, Ibby.
love you.
Love you too.
See you, boys.
See ya. Thanks, mate.
V8 Veterans Racing League, Season 28 Split 3. Top 10 after round 5 at Phillip Island by the sea. Shane Bowen in the mirror, Craig Healy on the line. Brad Hayes, Steve Vella, Wayne Shepherd right on time.
Mark Peck, Tommy DeWitt, Will Munro holding pace, Phil Whiting, Marty Hughes, all hungry for the chase.
Now we roll to the bed, the GT layout calls. So many turns ahead, you can feel the pressure crawl. Who adapts the quickest when the long lap bites? Who keeps it tidy through the lefts and rights? Back to the bed. Back to the bed. Long lap, long lap. Back to the bed.
Three better rounds, three better rounds. Top 10,
Back to the bed. Wide exit, tight entry, dust on the braking zone. Every second counts now, every driver on the bone.
catch the rhythm quick or lose it in the flow. The fastest hands at the bend, let the whole field know.
Now we roll to the bend, the GT layout sings. One more battle waiting with a dozen changing things. Who adapts the quickest when the long lap bites? Who keeps it tidy through the lefts and the rights? Back to the bend. Back to the bend. Long lap, long lap. Back to the bend.
V8 veterans, V8 veterans.
Top 10, back to the bend.
Hear that fiddle cut through like a blade in the wind.
Keep it straight, keep it steady, let the next lap begin.
Round 6, the bend and the pressure's alive.
We'll read that track and survive, survive. Back to the bed. Back to the bed. Long lap, long lap. Back to the bed. Wayne and Craig, Brad and Steve, Wayne, Mark, Tommy, Will, Phil, Marty.